Hey guys, welcome back to a new vlog of our travel series. So this was our day one in Canada, and my Bari Baba, basically my uncle, my father's elder brother, came to pick us up. He lives in Toronto, and he was taking us to his home, and they were so sweet. And my cousins were waiting in their houses to meet us, and also my buddy mama, she was desperately waiting for us and also making some delicious food. And right now, Bari Baba was showing us every single parts of Canada. We were so mesmerized and impressed by the roads because highways were like huge. They had diamond lanes and stuff. Plus, there were like so much greenery and the weather was so chilly. It just adds up to an amazing cherry on top, which was absolutely stunning. There, every single place is like really far away. Like, it is almost normal if you drive 2 hours to work. Like, the maximum hours people can drive there is like 8. Are you kidding me? They have their offices at like 4 hour distance. And my Bari Baba, he drove for 45 minutes. He just came up to pick us up at the airport. And he also took a day off from his office, and so did my Bari Mama, because they were so happy to welcome us, and it was such a sweet gesture. Look at the greenery, it was so beautiful, so peaceful to see, and so calming. Then I was just talking to my Bari Baba, and he was telling me loads of things about the roads here, the type of culture here, and also the greenery and about the government here. So it was so nice to get to know about all the stuff people do in Canada. Then we arrived in the housing society roads, and the houses were just so pretty, and just as we've seen in the movies, it was just like that. And the signals, they were all so pretty. It was all so green, so clean, and so beautiful. So we arrived at their house, and the house was so nice. Especially, we were so impressed by the backyard. It has all kinds of fruits like blueberries, cherry trees, and apple trees. Also a shed where they keep all the mowing machines and stuff like that. And also there are like so many birds like blue robin, black robin, and also squirrels. So this was the front yard which we were exploring, and it was so cold and chilly outside that we literally had to wear jackets, and it started raining a while later, and it was just so beautiful, and it just got so chilly and cold that we even like had to put on like jackets and stuff. And a while later the ice cream truck arrived, and we were just so happy to see it because it was like so cool truck, and I got ice cream. Okay guys, it's so cold outside that I was literally, smoke was coming out of my mouth, and we're eating ice cream and it's so cold, but still we want ice cream, and this was the only one available. There were 4 and I chose this one. At night we went to Toronto downtown to visit the CN Tower, and it just like felt like an Avatar or something in movies. It was so unreal. Like, even in the video, it looked so extremely beautiful, and we were able to see the tall buildings and also the CN Tower from a bit far away. So guys, check this out. Isn't it so cool? It was like so beautiful and so eye-catching. Literally, I couldn't observe anything else. This view was like so futuristic. It was like I've never seen anything like this before. We could see the CN Tower, that the tall building is the CN Tower, it was so extremely beautiful and just so outstanding to watch. And now we were headed towards the downtown, like right below CN Tower, to just see the CN Tower and also the Rogers Center, and also like and anyways guys, we arrived, and on my left was the CN Tower, and these buildings were so futuristic and it felt so unreal. We were like all the time, we were just exploring these stuff and just having the time of our lives and exploring this and having a look at this. These were the streets which were like full secure, like there were policemen and high security everywhere, because there was, I think, a match going on in the Rogers Center, like a basketball match. Anyways guys, this is the Magnificent Glory. This right here was an aquarium which like is so huge there, and we were just observing. It was so nice. There were screens everywhere. It felt so unreal. And right on top of us was the CN Tower. We were not able to explore much because, as I mentioned, there was, I think, a match going on in the Rogers Center. That's why the policemen and the police cars, they were like really active and going on, and they were not allowing people to stay here for a long time. So we just had like a moment to see all this stuff, and also there was no parking, so we couldn't stop. So we just had to take a quick glance, and then we sat in the car going back to home. Okay, so these were some magnificent clips of the CN Tower and the Rogers Center and the aquarium. Anyways guys, that's all for today. Stay tuned for some really fun and intriguing content.